Immemorial, the Himalayas have represented to the Hindus the ultimate in spiritual growth, and also the place where that spiritual growth can be achieved. Therefore, people have always gone to the Himalayas when they wanted to search for spiritual life. They may have started in the plains, but the call has always been northwards to the Himalayas, and I don't think it has changed.
The trip started in Delhi, as noisy, as busy and hectic as all other metropolitan cities of this world. More and more so today, frantically trying to ape the West and its so-called achievements. That even India sets out for the race of competition and that people lose their values in life was a recurring theme of Master's speeches.
Now, what is the civilization where we have brilliant scientists, brilliant technologies, magnificent creations, yet absolute, utter, total human misery? We have to think, you see, how in this world of plenty today, where you have to do hardly anything to exist, everything is done by machines, by electricity, computers, spacecraft, name it, you have it. Why are you miserable? Why are scientists going astray? Why are professors becoming mad? Why are students drug addicts? Nobody thinks, you see. More and more pressure, more and more competitiveness, more and more, standing on dead bodies, making them ladders of your success. And we blame Genghis Khan, we blame Hitler, we blame Napoleon, and say they were criminals. How are we less criminals? When an officer in an organization rises, not by merit, but by influence, by pushing out merit and pushing himself up because he has influence, is it not a crime against his colleagues, against society itself? Because we are left with influential mediocrities at the top. Is it not a crime? That is why our society is like this today, you see. How to renounce all this? Renounce the idea of success. Life is not meant to be successful. Life is meant to be oriented towards evolution. Spirituality says, why do you want to wait till the end of your life? When perhaps you can no longer walk, when you can no longer understand, senility has set in, you are physically weak, mentally weak, morally disgusted with yourself, after all that we have done in our lives, to achieve what we call success. In spirituality, there is no success. People often ask, what can we get by spiritual practice? The answer is nothing. In a real sense, it is nothing. It is not the nothing that is zero, but it is the nothingness which is God, because God is of nothingness. So the way of spirituality is very simple, you see. Meditation, slowly to establish contact, in silence, because his language is silence, when in fact, if we are really trying to get into touch with the divine, we must be silent, because only in silence can we hear him. It is no use our trying to call him. He must call us. He must give us instruction. He must speak to us. He must reveal himself to us. Here it is a silence where all the indriyas are brought into a balanced stillness, and we maintain that stillness day after day after day, so that progressively his presence becomes more and more manifest, and one day the voice, the still silent voice of God as they call it, begins to speak to us. Then it offers guidance from inside. We no longer look for external guidance. We sit in meditation, and every instruction, every guidance, every help, every assistance, anything that you need comes from within yourself. Even in the physical world, your physical strength is from within yourself. Your intelligence is from within yourself. Your ability to earn money is from within yourself. Your education is in yourself. What is it that you get from outside? Only the fruit of labor. In life there is no success. What is success? Success lies in evolving, not having.
The first part of the journey led us through Uttar Pradesh, the land of great saints, rishis and sages. For the travelers along with Master, the past didn't matter much. It was a journey inside as well as outside. A trip with companions on the path inevitably means a very human experience, colored with all sides of human nature.
What is a journey? A journey doesn't have to be over space. See, that is a purely physical understanding, that a journey means traveling from somewhere to somewhere. But suppose I go from a state of no understanding to a state of understanding. It is also a journey in a sense, isn't it? From a state of hate to a state of love, it is another journey. So here the word journey is used in its widest sense as going from one state to the other state, or one condition to the other condition. It is called journey, but it does not mean journey over space, nor does it involve time. It need not involve time. It can be instantaneous. Like when I think of Venus, I can say my mind is making a journey from here to Venus, and it is instantaneous. It is still a journey. That it does not take time does not mean there is no journey.
In Lucknow, the capital of UP, we were guests in the private home of the preceptor in charge. His house and garden were lovingly turned into a function ground, and more than 500 abhyasis had come to meet Master.
मैंने एक बात आज तय कर ली है कि आज से लेकर हम मौन व्रत रखेंगे क्योंकि हमें चैन से बैठने नहीं देते ये लोग। बाबूजी ने तो कई बातें सिखाई है, लेकिन हम बेवकूफ रहे, हमने ये नहीं सीखा उनसे कि बिना बोले कैसे हम आप लोगों को कुछ सिखाएं। बाबूजी महाराज ने वो कहानी सुनाया करते थे, वो कौन सी कहानी हम भूल गए। वो एक जो प्रेमी था, लैला मजनू, वो बदसूरत थी फिर भी प्यार। अब खूबसूरती तो सब प्यार करते हैं, बदसूरत से कौन करेगा? वही है सच्चा प्यार। तो हमें तो दुख होता है कि बार बार हम प्रेम के बारे में सुनते हैं, बोलना पड़ता है, सब कुछ करना पड़ता है, लेकिन कहीं मिलता नहीं है प्रेम। बाबूजी महाराज लास्ट तक कहते रहे कि कोई एक मिल जाए जो सच्चे ढंग से प्यार करे, तो गुरु का जीवन उद्धार हो जाता है, संपूर्ण हो जाता है। और वो जिसलिए यहाँ आए वो उस काम पूर्ति करके चले जाते हैं। जैसे एक बत्ती से दूसरी बत्ती जलाई जा सकती है, नौकरी में काबिल है, पैसे कमाने में काबिल है, सब कुछ में हम काबिल हैं, तो किस चीज में हम नाकाबिल रहे? केवल एक। इतने बरस जिंदा रहने के बाद भी, जिंदगी काटने के बाद भी, शादी होने के बाद भी, बच्चों पैदा करने के बाद भी, पोते पर पोते होने के बाद भी हम ना प्रेम दे सके ना प्रेम ले सके। तो इस पर सोचना है बहुत कि ये प्रेम क्या है। दिल खोल के हम कम से कम इतना तो समझें कि प्यार क्या होता है, यहां है कि नहीं। तो ईश्वर तो प्रेम स्वरूप ही है, गॉड इज लव अंग्रेजी में कहते हैं। तो लव मिल गया तो गॉड मिल जाना चाहिए, गॉड मिल गया तो लव मिल जाना चाहिए। तो ये कोई क्या कहे ख्वाब नहीं है, असलियत है। तो अपनी सफाई हम करेंगे तो बाबूजी महाराज और हायर काम कर सकते हैं। इसीलिए उन्होंने एक प्रिसेप्टर भाई साहब को उन्होंने पत्र डाला था कि आपके सेंटर से हमारे पास लोग इतने गंदे आते हैं कि हमारे तो दम उड़ जाता है उनकी सफाई करते करते। हम उनकी और आगे तरीके हम कैसे करवाएं? What you have for your children and your husbands is only attachment. It is not love. So today we have no family. We have only mockeries of families, people living together, huddling together out of such mutual protection that they think they can get out of it. No love. We have societies huddling together. No love. Women must become what they are supposed to be. Because it is women who corrupt society, spoil society, tempt society. Strishu dushtashu varshdeya jayate varnashankara, says the Gita. The onus for morality, for respectability in a society, for purity is laid squarely on women. I am not saying it, Lord Krishna says it. You cannot break up the whole into parts. The heart is a whole thing. It is not destined only for you to love your husband and your children. Yes, samsara is necessary because there you learn to love. But that love must widen. When you throw a stone into a pond, the first ripple expands until the whole pond is full of ripples. So samsara is, samsaric jivan is only to teach you how to love. But if you restrict it, it becomes sour, it becomes dirty, it stinks.
Love is probably the only valid quality of God, because love has no opposite, as Master explains.
You cannot say of God that he is pure. I mean, if he was pure, then the idea of impurity comes at once, because every quality has its opposite. You cannot say God is virtuous, because then there is vice as its opposite. You cannot say God is wise, because then there is stupidity as its opposite. You cannot say God is strong, because then you have the weakness of the opposite. So when we define God as all merciful, compassionate, all this, blah, 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 of various religions, we are only thinking of an anthropomorphic conception of God, but God is nothing.
It was a bit of a historical moment when Master had breakfast with Birte, Babaji's first European Navyazi, Sister Kasturi, who lives in Lucknow, and our host, K. Gupta, also a close associate of Babaji. It is said that Babaji brought Kasturi to perfection within the span of 8 years. For us, it is not easy to identify another person's saintly condition. Only the Master can see the flawless shine, all the hidden blemishes in a person's heart. Again and again, Master has to remind us that the spiritual charge we receive brings the responsibility to mold our character by our own cooperation. Only a master of caliber moves beyond all human values.
So if I am good, I am only good. But there may be occasions when I have to be bad. Bad in the sense of the ordinary human judgmental values. When a saint has to destroy, is he good or bad? These judgments don't apply. Good or bad, as Shakespeare said, nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. No, stop thinking. Again, this problem of the intellect, you see. Stop thinking. Who are you to judge what is good and what is bad? If you have accepted that Babuji is my master and he is all-knowing and he is a special personality and is God himself in human form, how are you capable of judging? Have you the equipment to judge? Have you the right to judge? Should you judge at all?